This is what I made as a private chef in Beverly Hills. My clients requested scallops for lunch, so I stopped at Italy, grabbed a coffee, picked up hairy strawberries for their pavlova dessert, a few other items, and of course the scallops. When you ask for scallops at the store, don't be afraid to tell them exactly which ones you want, or what I do is I let them know that I want the largest ones that are not broken up or damaged. Like at my client's home, I jump on prep. I usually pan-sear scallops, but today they asked me if I could bread them and fry them. They wanted them to be very, very crispy. So I removed the adductor muscles, seasoned them with salt and garlic powder, tossed in flour, dropped in beat eggs, and I made a seasoned panko mix with Italian seasoning and a touch of salt. Dropped the flour and egg coated scallops into the panko and gave them a mix to coat. For the veg, I half and cleaned baby Brussels, always checking for rotten leaves or bugs hiding inside. Blanched in salted water, strained, tossed in olive oil, a little salt, and onto a hot sheet pan to roast in the oven. I cut the tips of these pencil asparagus because that's their favorite part and set the rest aside for another meal. Rinsed deeply since these are always super sandy from the farmer's market and set aside to dry. We had one lone zucchini, so I also quartered them and cut into cubes. There are guests today, so as usual, they asked me to make their favorite pavlova, whipped up, baked low and slow, topped with gently sweetened fresh whipped cream and a ton of fresh berries. Once the Brussels were nice and roasted, I hit them with the sweet and tangy white balsamic vinegar and back in the oven to caramelize further. For the brown butter vinaigrette, I lightly browned some butter, added diced shallots, garlic, white wine, and let that reduce. Once the alcohol smell was gone, I added capers, lemon zest, and set that aside to slice some parsley. I like to gently roll the picked leaves and give them a nice clean slice without smashing or bruising the herbs. It's a lot harder than you think. It's almost time to serve lunch, so I give the zucchini a quick saute with Lowry seasoning until cooked and browned. Put them on a sheet pan and did the same with the asparagus tips. Nothing fancy. One of the guests always requests the avocado roast, so I made sure they got one today as well. And to finish the vinaigrette, I added the sliced parsley and fresh lemon juice to brighten it up. And I could have added some Dijon mustard or chicken stock to emulsify the sauce, but I felt like it would make it a bit too creamy and heavy, so I left it like this so the sauce would be more acidic and briny with a touch of nuttiness from the brown butter. With everything ready to go, I fried the scallops, and once they were all done, I added a little butter, garlic, and thyme to the frying oil and drizzled it over the finished scallops to perfume them. To plate, the brown butter lemon caper vinaigrette, all those roasted vegetables, an avocado roast, the crispy fried scallops, and off they go. That's lunch.